All right, yeah, all right. All right, now this video gonna be different. All my videos gonna be different. It's like I'm gonna transform everything. I'm gonna transform everything that I've been talking about, everything that I've been doing. It's gonna be a huge transformational stage. It's gonna go more into my purpose. Everything that I've been doing up to this point has aligned with my purpose, but it's going even further. But all right. Now, yeah, in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tell y'all. From here on now, I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. It's getting to the point that I'm gonna have to. And I'm saying this because I need to go deeper, and I need to embrace it. I need to embrace my purpose and go deeper. So, starting out with this video, I'm going to talk about the truth about money. Right? The truth about money. Now, to kind of put it in the most simplest term, money is something that is used for a ritual, right? And a ritual is being placed upon entities. I'm gonna put it as entities for now. And what they do is they use, in this case, people regarding money. The people is the sacrifice of the ritual. Now, money is just a reward, and it's just part of the ritual that's being taking place. That's why people are always chasing money. That's why people are always losing themselves regarding money, selling their soul. It's because they're a sacrifice for the ritual. Their energy is being taken and their soul is being used and taken. But that is what's really going on with money. It's not about, people think that money is the ultimate goal to obtain or to have. But that was never the case. The money was just it's kind of, you could say, it's just kind of part of the game. It's just being used. The money itself, is nothing wrong with it, but the way it's being used and created, or not created, but the way it's being used and given out to the people and used as kind of like a bribe, is just part of the ritual. Now, you can transmute energy. Like, if you have $100, but the person that you, for an example, but the person that you got it from isn't at a positive vibration, you can transmute that energy, that negative energy that they have, and you can transmute it into positive energy. So going to this ritual, right? The money that you gain from these entities, right? And this is for everybody. You can use that money and use the energy that was brought along with it, transmute it, and actually go against what's actually initially used for it. Now, a lot of people kind of already do it in some sense. Some sense they kind of already do it. For an example, they kind of like community based, buying land, things that the entities don't really want the people to, as a whole, to really get involved of. Because to put it all into one, everybody is being used as the resource. It's not the money that they're using as the resource, because they created the money. It's the people that is being used as the resource. Now, people would say that some people know this, but they're okay with it, which is crazy. But I just want to throw that out there. But it's really just a huge game. That's what's really, because they're using us as the resource. They don't need money. They just use us and whatever other resources that they have to thrive whatever it is that they want, which is mainly position of power. Really just, the obvious things. It's really obvious. But knowing this about money, right? Like I said, you can transmute it. You can transmute this stuff into positive things. And let alone, it comes to a point where you have to realize that you don't have to live that way. Like, you don't have to live to chase money or do things that you don't really care to do to get money. You can put yourself in a position where you don't have to have money as the resource. Not necessarily saying something's wrong. Like, you can if you like to. It's just throwing information for anybody out there to let them know that you don't have to do that if you truly don't want to do that. You can, just like the way that they created money for their reasons, it's the same way that you could do it for yourself. But you don't have to do it as a ritual, obviously. But you can just create your own resources, gather your own resources, and live off that way. This information is for all the people that's in the matrix, along with even people that's in a whole different matrix. That people, just use the same concept for the most part and apply it, and it'll make sense to you. But yeah, money isn't what people truly think it is. And it comes to the point nowadays that people are starting to understand that when you sell your soul for money, you literally do sell your soul. And as a whole, people are starting to catch on. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. People are learning. But that's kind of going a bit more in depth about it a little bit. That the money is just it's part of the ritual that they're using to use us as the sacrifice. To throw another example regarding that, like when you go to work, you get paid for whatever you do at work, and for an exchange for it, you get money. Most times, what the exchangement for it is money, not money, but it's time and energy, which means that a lot of your time and energy is being spent at work. For what? For money. That's an exchange. But if you look at it as a whole, not just individually, everybody is involved in that. It makes you look at it, I'm like, it's a source of energy that is cycling as a whole. It's a flow. If you look in the Bible, the Old Testament, if you look at the sacrifices and rituals that they did for the God in there, it's the same concept. So the things that they sacrifice for an example, like animals or something like that, it's the same thing. To praise God. Look at the back of the dollar. In God we trust. That is part of the ritual. It's just part of it. That's their saying. In God we trust. Because the dollar is being used in the ritual. And the people are the sacrifice, just like how the animals were in the Bible when they were doing their rituals to worship God. The same thing. This is why the government is always worshiping the Bible. There's photos out there where they're actually, as they are doing some type of acknowledgement or praise or something, whatever that is, they'll put their hand on the Bible and kind of pretty much pray on it, because a lot of the things and you know, doings that they do in there, it's the same thing. They, in a sense, they follow what's in the Bible. It's the same thing. But I'm gonna wrap it up here though. That's pretty much what that all means. The truth about money. I think I didn't want to bring anything that I talk about is not gonna be obvious. It's not. That somebody didn't already say. And I'm pretty sure somebody already said what I said, but at least I'm gonna talk about things that I normally don't see people talk about or address or anything like that. And I'm gonna talk to you guys about it, and I'm gonna inform y'all. I'm gonna inform anything that I come across, really dive deep into it, and you know, give out the information for those who really seek it, for those who really want to, you know, really want to know this stuff and really want to grow within themselves, because this is part of the journey. But yeah, wrap it up right here. And things is definitely going to transform though, for sure. All right, love and blessings.